Okay, so today we're taking a deep dive into something I bet you never really thought about too much.
Okay.
Hoses and fittings.
All right.
Okay, well, here and right, we're talking about hydraulics, pneumatics.
Yeah.
You sent us some cool stuff for this one,
Yeah.
including a website for a company called HoseWarehouse, which I have to say, this is not what I expected when I went to this website.
It's a fascinating little rabbit hole, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It seems our listener has a nose for these really interesting corners of the internet, and Hose Warehouse really is a great example. I mean, this isn't your average hardware store website.
No.
This gives us a glimpse into a whole industry that most people don't even realize exists.
Okay, so first of all, when I went to this website, they have over 124,000 products.
Right.
My local hardware store has like maybe 10 different kinds of hoses. So what does that tell you right off the bat?
Well, it tells you about the extreme specialization that you see within a lot of different industries. I mean, think about it, like a garden hose versus a hydraulic hose that's being used in heavy machinery. They're two completely different beasts.
Yeah.
And every single hose and every single fitting is designed for a very specific purpose, to withstand different pressures, different materials, different conditions, environments.
Well, and they cater to all of those different industries and all those different needs. They have retail, they've got wholesale, they even have business-to-business access. And then I saw they have 57,500 customers and an average 4.8-star rating on Google.
Right.
I mean, that says something.
That does say something. It seems like they're doing something right.
Yeah, they're doing something right. But I got to say, with this much variety, you would need like a degree to pick out the right hose.
And that's where their focus on customer service comes in. And we see that as a recurring theme through a lot of the stuff that you sent over. They really encourage people to reach out with any questions that they have, no matter how basic somebody might think they are. And they even offer to, quote, assemblies and cross-reference competitor part numbers. These aren't just sales tactics. It's a sign of a company that wants to find the right solution for each customer.
Right.
Not just make a quick buck.
It's like they're saying, hey, this stuff can be confusing, but we're the hose experts and we are here to help.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've established they have a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
But for people like me who are not hose experts, what kind of stuff are we talking about here?
So we're talking about hydraulic hoses, we're talking industrial hoses, tubing, fittings.
Okay.
And don't even get me started on the world of quick disconnects.
Right.
I have quick disconnects for agriculture, for refrigeration, for all sorts of very, very specific industrial applications. It's kind of incredible how much variety there is within this seemingly simple category.
Okay, see, when you say quick disconnects, I'm picturing those little plastic things on like my garden hose. But I'm sensing that these are a little more heavy duty.
Yeah, you could say that. In
Yeah.
industrial settings, these quick disconnects have to be really robust and reliable.
Right.
I mean, imagine a hydraulic hose failing on a piece of heavy machinery.
Yeah.
The consequences could be disastrous.
Yeah, for sure.
So these components are absolutely critical for safety and efficiency.
So it's not just about having the right hose, it's about having the right connections, the right fittings, the right everything.
Exactly. And that attention to detail is something that really sets a company like Hose Warehouse apart.
Okay.
They understand that even the smallest component can make a huge difference.
So speaking of details, when I was on the Hose Warehouse website, they mentioned this thing called crimping.
Oh.
They even had this whole blog post about it called "So Many Crimpers." So many.
Right.
Who knew that hose crimpers were even a thing, let alone so diverse?
It really is a niche within a niche. But, you know, that just goes to show how specialized the knowledge in this field really is.
Okay.
So crimping is basically a method of attaching a fitting to a hose.
Okay.
And it uses the special crimping tool, or crimper, and different hoses and fittings, they require different crimp sizes, different pressures.
Oh, so it's not
It's
not like putting a nozzle on the end of a garden hose.
Not quite, no.
Okay.
Although I can see why you would think that. I mean, most people don't really think about industrial crimping processes in their daily lives.
All right, yeah.
But even within those very specific processes, there is still room for innovation. And speaking of innovation, did you see that blog post that they had about zero emission goals in hydraulics?
I did see that. That one really caught my eye
Yeah.
because it sounds like even the hose and fitting industry is getting in on the whole sustainability movement.
They are, and it seems like Hose Warehouse is really trying to be on the forefront. They highlight some companies in their blog, like Danfoss, who are really pushing for electrification and automation in hydraulic systems, which is huge because traditional hydraulic systems, they rely a lot on fossil fuels, and they can be kind of prone to energy loss.
So instead of using like a gas-powered engine to drive a hydraulic pump, they're moving towards electric systems.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
And the benefits even go beyond just the emissions. Electric systems can be way more precise, they're more efficient.
Wow.
Which reduces waste and just improves the overall performance. And Danfoss, as they were highlighted in the HoseWarehouse blog, they were pointing out that the automation can even enhance safety and even play a role in training new technicians.
Wow. So it's like technology is changing even these really, really niche industries.
Absolutely.
Like I would have never thought that something as simple as a hose would be impacted by things like electrification and automation.
Yeah.
You wonder what other advancements are on the horizon for something like this.
It really does. And it also speaks to HoseWarehouse's role as more than just a supplier.
Okay.
They are curating information, they're highlighting new trends, they're showcasing leaders in innovation. For example, they have this whole section of their website that's dedicated to all these different manufacturers.
I saw that, yeah.
Like Dixon and Saint-Gobain, and they all have their own areas of expertise.
It's like they've created a one-stop shop for everything hoses and fittings.
Exactly. And it goes right back to their commitment to customer service.
Okay.
By providing all of this information and highlighting all these different manufacturers, they are really empowering their customers to make informed decisions about what they need.
So it's not just about selling hoses, it's about providing them with the knowledge and the expertise.
Right.
They're like the hose mentors I never knew I needed.
And speaking of mentors, those Google reviews that you sent over, they kind of paint a similar picture.
Yeah.
They have almost 5 stars with hundreds of reviews, and people mention things like fair pricing, excellent support, and timely shipping.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Customers like Rick Sullivan and Tay Southworth, they seem particularly happy with their experiences.
It seems like they go above and beyond to build relationships with their customers. You don't see that every day, especially in the online world.
It really is a testament to their whole approach.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not just selling a product, they're selling a solution.
Yeah.
And that solution is backed by expertise and this genuine desire to help their customers. So it's no wonder they have such a loyal customer base.
It's really amazing how we took something like hoses and did this whole deep dive and uncovered so much.
It really is.
It shows you that there's a lot more to things than meets the eye.
Yeah, we uncovered this whole world of specialized knowledge and all these people who are so dedicated to what they do.
Right.
And there's this constant drive for innovation in the industry, and it's all driven by this desire to improve efficiency and safety and even environmental sustainability.
It's really cool.
It is.
It's like we took something like hoses and turned it into an episode of how it's made.
Right.
But what would you say is the main takeaway for somebody listening to this? What's the big aha moment you want them to walk away with?
I think the big takeaway is just the importance of curiosity and being willing to look beyond the surface of things.
Okay.
Just like our listener who sent this in,
Right.
there are always new things to learn.
Right.
Even in the most unexpected places.
I like that. Yeah, never stop learning new things.
Yeah, never stop digging.
Well said. And that's a good reminder for us, too, to never underestimate a good deep dive, right?
Absolutely.
All right, everybody, thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the surprisingly fascinating world of hoses and fittings.
And keep those questions coming. You never know where we'll go next.
See you next time.